Hey guys, found another one at the thrift store. This one was $12.99, which wasn't too bad. This one, it's in pretty good shape, so I got a pretty good feeling it'll run. This is the Weed Eater brand. And it's really not that old. I looked on the ticket on the side. It's I think it said 2014 commissions. So only what, 6 years old. The only thing I found, it's a little bit different. Get this up here. I thought dropping it was, instead of having the spool on it, like the normal weed eaters have, this one they definitely changed out. These ones, they have the ones that it's just the aluminum disc, and the string feeds in from the back. It's just one long piece. You just pull the plug down, slides in, comes out the side. Other side the same way, so you end up with two strands. So definitely, this brand definitely, from what I could tell, they didn't come with us. That was definitely an add-on. And the other thing, it was different. Which, let me get this up here real quick before I drop it. It didn't have. Well, unfortunately, it didn't have the air filter or the cap that goes over it. But I think I have. It'll be, well, it's not the same exact one for this style, but I'm pretty sure I have one that'll fit it. And for whatever reason, when you get them from the thrift store, I don't know if it's trying to keep people from starting them or what, but they never have gas caps on them. But I had one, an old parts one in there. It still had the tank, so I just yanked the cap off of it, so no big deal. And it has, let me see if I can focus down in there. It's got the fuel line where it comes down for the screen, the main fuel line. It's intact. And the one for the primer, I can't quite see it. It's got the little plastic adapter, but it doesn't have the line, so it stops like right here. And so I'll have to add a piece of line to bring it down to into the back, or into the bottom, sorry, so you can prime it. And let me get this thing situated, and I'll show you the piece up here that I'm not too fond of. Alright, here's the piece I'm talking about. Now, normally, most of your weed eaters, they have the regular choke. You just have the switch. You flip it, chokes on, flip it back, chokes off. This one is when you go to prime it, where the primer ball is here, which I think that the primer ball is in good shape. That's one little thing I got to worry about. It pushes in. And then as you're priming it, it automatically sets the choke. Go to start it, it starts, you hit the throttle, it pops back up. You can see where it, get that in there. You can see how it all drops down and and all that. Now the part about that I don't like is, everybody knows how over time the fuel lines get fragile on on weed eaters and stuff. Is this line where it goes from the primer ball, goes up and over the carburetor, and then feeds into the back to prime it. So as you're moving this back and forth, and you can see how the line's constantly, every time you start it, that line is in constant motion. So that I'm not too fond of, because once they start getting older, start getting brittle, that's going to break for sure. And it's got a lower one where it runs. Let's see if I can focus that in. But there's one on the bottom also. It's the same way. This one runs down to the tank to pull the gas up through the ball, and then up and around and down through the carb. That part I'm not too fond of, because it's, you guys know how they are. They're real fragile, or can be anyway. These ones don't feel too bad. The one for the main fuel line, it's got some, what looks like to me, it's hard to see in the camera, but looks like it might be light cracks in it. So if it is, I'll just get a fuel line kit for it and replace them if it runs, which I've turned it over. It's got good compression, so we'll see if she runs. The cap seems to fit tight, so we'll get this thing situated here and we'll get some gas in it and see what happens. Alright, there you should be able to see the nipple that's down in it. I got some line from the video I made. Someone was wanting me to make a video of how I installed the fuel line, so I still have that kit I had. I still have a small piece left. You can hear the background. We got people just moved in. They're pretty excited out in the backyard playing, so I kind of apologize for that. So you just measure down, try to figure out roughly, you know, the length you need. So I'll just drop it down towards, I don't know, probably about 3.5, 4 inches or so. Snip this off real quick. Yeah, that should be long enough. So, yeah, hopefully it's long enough. It's a one-shot deal since it's short. Yeah, it should be long enough. So let's see. We got the handy dandy little, I don't know what you call these things. Let's see if I can get it in there. I don't know if I can work around this camera and try to get this in there. I'm hoping. Hopefully the line don't snap off. So whenever I replace them, I always take those little plastic pieces out. Try to shorten it up some. I think I got it too long. Okay, let's try that. It's starting to go, I think. If I can see it right. No, maybe not. I'm not even positive if this is the right size line. I'm just hoping. Oh. Yeah, so I might have to get a line kit for it. Tell you one thing, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to get this stuff away for free after you fix it. Yeah, some of the stuff I'll get hold of people that, well, it's people I know, and then some of them don't need it, and then sometimes they know a person that might need it, and I'm always too late. It's like, oh no, I already bought a new one, but thanks. So some of the stuff I'm stuck with, but I'll find somebody eventually that'll need it. Alright. This one's being a bear, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this line on there without breaking the existing line. I can try. I'm probably going to regret this. Let's see if I can get that plastic piece out. And it popped out. Yeah, it's the right size line. See if we can get it to work this way. I hope so. Kind of curious if the thing runs. I mean, it's got really good compression. I haven't checked it for spark or anything like that. Yeah, I think I might have screwed up. Alright. So, I don't think there's enough of that line to shove it down in there. This went out like these plastic things. I wish I'd never used them. Just run some line down and call it a day. Oh, there we go. I think. It's so hard to see in there. But I believe it went on. Yep. Okay, it went on, so we're reaching down in there. Alright. Back you guys up a little bit and we'll throw some fuel in it and see what we get. It'll make somebody a nice little weed eater if it runs. Oh, there's fuel right there. It is pretty clean. Good compression. And of course, I don't know where the funnel is, but we shouldn't need that much gas. There we go. It's more than enough. At least the tank doesn't appear to be leaking. I don't think, I'm not sure if I have a tank that style or not, but I know the cap fits. I'm not sure if the tank will or not, but here we go. Good tight fit. And Get some stuff out of the way and cross our fingers. There we go. Hoping it runs. Oop, nope, something's leaking. The cap is leaking. Great. It's not too bad though. They're only like $5 at Home Depot or Lowe's or a place like that. Get out here where we can see it. Get over out of you guys' way. I'm thinking it runs. Can't swear to it, but you know how that goes. Okay, let's try this fancy primer out. It looks like it's picking up fuel. Yep. Get the air out of it. Alright, got you guys on? Yeah, I got you on there. Okay. Keep your fingers crossed. Vibrating like crazy, but definitely need to get a cap. It's got to start running out from the center. I don't see no leak. Well, there you go, $13 and get a new cap for it and filter and everything. So it'd be, it was like 20 some bucks maybe wrapped up in it. Not bad. So I don't, it's hard to tell why someone, well, they donated it to be nice apparently, but I just need to find the, I'm pretty sure I have that cover. So like I was saying, it won't match. It's definitely a different style of choke, but I'm pretty sure it'll still clip on, and I'll have to run to the hardware store and I'll get a new cap for it. It's actually in pretty good shape. I mean, it's pretty clean, especially for having some use on it. It's got, the only real bad thing I seen on it was it's got a crack in the plastic right there, which is, you know, no big deal. At least not to me it is. You know, it's no big deal at all. And it's pretty cool because it's got the shaft right here. You unscrew this and you can get the other attachments for it. You can straight shaft it and all kinds of stuff, and so I thought that was pretty neat. It didn't say, I don't think, it's upside down, but let's look. Oh, 25cc, there it is. Yeah, 25cc, and it's got the pollution thing on it from 2014. So if it actually is 6 years old, it's actually in pretty good shape. I mean, this thing will clean up nice. I still have some of those small wipes I showed you guys a while back, so I'll wipe it down real good and get the guard. I mean, there's no use for the guard with, like I said, I mean, it'll keep debris from hitting your legs, but it doesn't trim the strings off or anything. You can see where this is where they come out. One here, one there, and it's got a, where'd it go? Yeah, it just slides in from right there where these two notches are. That's where it'll stay. The string, it's just one long piece of string. I think I had an old Craftsman. I might still have some of them laying around. A Craftsman, they're like 10 inches long maybe, and it's got two grooves. You slide it in and it follows that path right there and comes out. The other side the same way, it follows that path and comes out. Then it locks in tight and you're good to go. I'm saying this one's supposed to have the self-feeding type, you know, where it taps on the ground and does its thing. But I'll get it fixed up, and there'll be another freebie for somebody if I can find someone to take it. I still got the one mower that I brought home. I made a video of it. It was all covered in dirt from someone's basement. running great and can't even find anyone to take it. And of course, we got too many projects going on right now, and so it's hard to stay focused on everything we're doing. We're still got to get that, trying to get the truck together, this truck, trying to do work on the camper back there, trying to get our other truck together and work on the house, and we're in the middle of remodeling the kitchen, so it's been non-stop. But I won't bore you guys with all that. I'm just glad to see it run. So if anybody's around Columbus, Ohio area and need a motor or a weed eater or something, just shoot me an email and I'll do what I can to help you out. Thanks for watching.